Hi everyone, I'm going to share with you my nighttime routine. It is fall, so I'm moving away from my summer routine, which is pretty much the same, but I do use a little bit lighter application of some of the moisturizing products that I use, as well as my oil. I just kind of, press it around, but for the fall and the winter, I move into a bit of a heavier, I need a heavy duty emollient, humectant, moisturizer, occlusive, all of the above. I gotta have it for my skin, or else I am peeling and just tight and irritated, and it just, my skin just does not react well to the change in temperatures and the cooler weather. So I just modify whatever I'm doing, whatever season it is. I introduce different products at different times. So, but I do have some staples that stay the same, and I've shared some of those with you guys already. So I did already wet my face, because I'm going to actually try the system, the Aromatica that I showed you a couple weeks ago. I did a video on opening that package. I had ordered it and I was so excited to get it in. It was gorgeous, and it even came with this really cute bag that's down there, like a nice tote bag. So I haven't tried this stuff yet, so let's hope it goes well. Alright, so the first thing to do is the step one, which is the Aromatica Reviving Rose Infusion Cream Cleanser. And it's this container. And you know what I really liked about this, the honesty of it, is on this card that it comes with, which displays or details the instructions for which product to use, first, second, third, fourth, etc. So I like the fact that they don't try to make false claims about being organic. Now I know there's a percentage of, I think it's, oh gosh, I can't even speak to it. I do remember reading about it, and there's a percentage of ingredients that has to be put in, and then you can label your product as being organic. And I like the fact what they do, so I like their transparency. So the first one, the Reviving Rose Infusion Cream Cleanser, is 89.1% natural. The Reviving Rose Infusion Treatment Toner is 83.9% natural and 9.5% organic. So they're not making that sweep, that broad sweep of a claim to say that to give the impression that everything is organic. However, they are naturally based formulations. So the next one is the Comforting Calendula Decoction Intensive Cream, and this one is 91.4% natural and 6% organic. And then the last little, so me, right? Drop everything. The last little thing called Special Treat, and this is the Comforting Calendula Decoction Balm. This is 100% natural and 67.5% organic. So I really like the fact that they take the time to differentiate the natural ingredients from the actual organic ingredients and don't try to mislead you. Alright, so let's get started. It is evening. I am losing my light, so let's hope this goes well. As I said, I did already rinse my face, and it does say to step one, rinse your face with lukewarm water before you apply the product. Dispense a small amount of cleanser and create a lather. Gently massage your face in a circular motion. Rinse thoroughly with lukewarm water and pat dry. Okay, so I'll have to shoot off camera real quick to get into my bathroom to do that. I forgot to take this off. Well, there's the proof that I haven't done this yet. Oh wow, instant rose. It's got a beautiful rose scent, but it's fragrant. Okay, so I put about I smudged it out, but I put about a dime-sized drop. Ooh, oh, it's thick. Wow. Okay, so I may have needed my face to be a little bit wetter. It feels very, very pasty thick. I can't move it very well. Just massage your face in a circular motion. Okay, well this is kind of like that gua sha. Maybe I should do this with that gua sha technique. I think that's what it's called. Okay, so yeah, I think I needed my face to be a little bit more wet before starting this, but so it's not going to really move anywhere. Man, this smells wonderful. Alright, so then it said to dispense a small amount of, and create a lather. I definitely did not have enough water on my face. Let me go grab some water. You really don't need as much on your hands as I put if you have enough water. So I think the little squirt that I used was just way too much. Okay. So there's my lather. Oh, it feels very nice. It's very smooth and silky and satiny and just, it feels wonderful. And it's that circular motion. Okay. So I'm just going to massage this through a little bit. Give my face a nice. Okay. I don't think I want to go on my eyelids just yet. I want to just kind of test it on the rest of my skin. My skin has been feeling very sensitive the past 2 weeks, so I'm going to be very gentle with it today. Okay, so I think I've got it lathered in pretty well. I'm going to give it a rinse. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back with part 2. My camera died, or the SD card was full, or something happened, and I didn't realize it through my nighttime routine until I was completely done videoing, and then I realized 15 minutes hadn't been filmed. So that's the way it goes. All right, so I wanted to pick up where I left off, and so this is actually the next night, picking up where I left off. Now, I had shown you I was using my new Aromatica stuff that I showed in another video, and so I had used the cleanser and the toner, these two already. So now where I'm going to start with is, and I'm adding these in because I haven't tried them yet and I wanted to show you guys them, but I also have my normal products that I use as well. So now I'm going to start in from after I washed and I tried that toner. Now what I do is I apply my Andalou vitamin C serum, which is made with a more stable form of vitamin C. It is not the L-ascorbic acid. I use that in the morning and then I use this at night. Now you do not have to double up on your vitamin C. I don't use it every single night. Vitamin C does stay in your system for about 24 hours. The L-ascorbic acid does anyways. But this is made with the more mild form. This is not as harsh as the L-ascorbic acid, so I do use this probably 3 or 4 nights a week. So I'm adding it into this video. So let me just pop my glasses off. Let's get this started. And I just take, you know, about a dime size thin. Now this stuff smells so okay, so I've gone from roses to orange. I mean, it's just, this is such a fresh evening routine. It would really be a beautiful morning routine, actually. I do want to go down my neck a little bit with all of that. I do with my vitamin C, I go up pretty close, and I do go across the upper portion of my eyelid, like my brow bone, and then I just kind of press that all in around there. Now, this is a little bit of a thicker formulation than the vitamin C serum that I use in the morning. That's kind of really runny, like watery. You almost, like when you squirt it out of the dropper, you have to kind of, you know, hurry up and get it on your face. This is more of like a lotion type serum. So it feels wonderful. And it soaks in very nicely. It's already pretty much gone in. I just like to give it a minute just because it's a little denser of a formulation. Now I'm going to add my Granactive Retinoid 5% in Squalane. So I take about 1, 2, 3 drops to start with, and then if I need, I will add more. So I just rub it in my hands and begin to press this all around. Now because it's in the oil, it's very moisturizing. I haven't found this to be drying or irritating in the slightest bit. You use it, start with a drop or two and see how it goes. But again, I have my video out where I explain the process that I used to build up to that, and that I would like to continue to use a tretinoin. I would like to look into using a tretinoin at this point. But I did start with using, with my retinoids and retinols, I started using a palmitate cream. Sorry, I heard my puppy out the window barking. And there's another puppy walking by. So I started with a retinol palmitate cream, and I used that for a couple of months, and then I progressed from there. So now I'm into the ordinary Granactive Retinoid 5% in Squalane. Now this I do like to leave to set for a few minutes. I don't want to bombard it with other moisturizers and oils just yet. I like to kind of give it a few minutes to do its thing. So I'm just going to pause the video for a moment, and then I'll jump back on and start in with my last couple of items that I use for moisturizing before bedtime. Okay, I'm losing my light quick, so I couldn't let it sit for quite as long as I like to, but I usually will let it sit in for, I think I said 2 or 3 minutes, but actually I think it's a little bit longer. It's probably more like 5. If you can't and you just need to put your other moisturizers on, go ahead. I don't really think it lessens the efficacy. I just think that for me, I personally just, I don't know, it's probably psychological. I just want it to have a moment, and then I, cram everything else on. So, all right, so like I said, I usually use this, but today I'm going to try this. Now, this is the Aromatica Comforting Intensive Cream, which also has ceramides in it, and I am excited to try this. I have been, haven't used it yet, forgot to take the foil off. They could make these things with a little bit more of a pull tab. Okay, so I am going to put a little, about that much of a droplet on my fingertips, smearing around, and then just begin to, ooh. Now this doesn't have a scent. That's interesting. I was waiting to, be loaded up with the rose scent again. So this is nice. This is a heavier consistency. I kind of put a lot on. Holy moly. Yeah, so it's a little bit thicker, but it feels great. I definitely put too much on, but that's okay. I'll put it on the back of my hands. Geez, I hate to waste. Oh, feels good at the end of the day. Now, usually what I do after my lotion is apply my DIY oil, which I did add the sea buckthorn seed oil and the sea buckthorn flower oil. I remember I hadn't done that yet because when I brought my DIY oil, I had read about it being red tinted, and it absolutely is red tinted and it will stain things. Plus you'll have a tint to your skin. But for nighttime, I added about 9 drops in here into my mix, along with a little bit more almond oil for my carrier, just to blend it all out. And I'll show you what it looks like. It's not that bad, and it doesn't leave a stain on anything, and it doesn't stain my skin. So I don't know if you can see, but that's the orangey color that it has turned to, which is a little deeper color than without that sea buckthorn flower oil. But there are so many delicious benefits from both. I really wanted to add them both into my DIY mix. So I did put 4 drops on my fingers of my oil blend, and oh my gosh, it just smells so good. Now, I can still feel the tackiness from that overdose of lotion, but I am going to put this on. I'm just going to press it on anyways. And lesson learned for me that that's a really great creamy, heavier night cream that, well, I guess, I should have kind of known. It said intensive cream. And I carry this down my neck, up and around on my lips. Not on my lips, I'm sorry, up and around, like right around there and above my top lip. And then I press it in, and I press it on my eyelids. I just want that everywhere. Okay, that feels great. Now, if you don't have the DIY oil, or you still like oils, I had recommended the, where did it go? Can't see, okay. I had recommended the Pure Naturals, California Pure Naturals Glow Facial Oil, which is another very scrumptious oil, extremely loaded with benefits, and I do talk about this in another video that you should catch up on. If you're interested in oils and you do not want to make your own, there's plenty of good ones on the market. This is another one of my favorites, and you'll see why if you want to pop into that video. I go through a review of that. Now, if you don't care for oils at all, you can stop here. You can stop right after your moisturizer. Now, if I'm going to do that, I will usually layer 2 moisturizers on, just because nighttime is the repair time and my skin. Ew, what is going on out there? Just dropped my moisturizer. So take your 2 moisturizers of choice, and for me, I would use this one, the Lab Prebiotic Ceramide Cream, and I would use this one. This is also loaded with ceramides. I have several other night creams. I have some by Andalou that I love. Those are, I can't remember the exact name of the few that I have, the names of the few that I have. But anyways, I'm actually going to go grab them because I wanted to show you. I am going to do all of those other creams in another review, but I wanted to just show you what, of course, obviously this is a nighttime routine, so I will show you everything that I tend to put on at night. Now, this is another one of my favorites, is the Derma Hydrating Night Cream. I've brought that to you a couple of times. I did purchase, I actually have another one in a pink box, but I haven't opened it yet, so I'll save that for another review. This is the Andalou Luminous Night Cream, Purple Carrot plus C, and I've tried this one a few times. I love it. It's great. So you can layer, you know, whatever your favorite moisturizers are, but this is another good one. So I would do like the prebiotic and ceramides along with this one. This has tons of benefits in it as well. I try to really dose up. I dose up on my peptides in the morning with some ceramides, but then at night I really want all those ceramides and oils and all those antioxidant and anti-aging nutrients to sink in overnight and just, you know, have a good 6-7 hours to do their thing. Now this is another one that I will do a separate review on, but I have used this one a couple of times, and shockingly, and I will say that again when I review it for you, it is, I never would have imagined, but it is Palmer's Cocoa Butter Formula Moisture Rich Night Cream. And this has some really hearty stuff in it. So I saw this, I think I picked it up in Marshall's or TJ Maxx. I saw it and I was like, are you kidding me? I was, you know, I don't know. To me, I just think of Palmer's Cocoa Butter as like something I saw under my bathroom vanity when my mother, you know, was use it after the shower. So it wasn't something I've ever really considered. But then I came across this, and no, actually, where was I? Maybe I think I might have been in Walmart and spied it. At any rate, I was impressed with the nutrients. Yes, it was Walmart. So I grabbed this and I really like this. So again, you have your choice of, you know, whatever suits your fancy. Just make sure you are putting on all of the antioxidants, anti-aging, nutrient-dense products that you can at night. So that's it. Oh, I do have this from that other line, from the Aromatica line as well. And this is the Comforting Calendula Decoction Balm. My little sheet here says, special treat. Okay, so then this one says, open the cap and press the applicator gently as the formula only requires a pea-size amount. Rub the applicator around the eyes. Oh, that's right. This is the eye one. Well, I already put my oils on, so now I can't waste this. But maybe when I do with my other skin cream reviews, I will add this into that because I love, you know, a lot of people, and I am even one of those from the school that whatever you put on your face, you put on your eyes. I do that. But I also have some eye products that I believe in because it is a tender skin. And I do believe that. And there are studies that show that, you know, the more delicate skin under your eye does require a little bit more TLC. So I will use my regular stuff, but I also like to add an extra special dose of that Tender Loving Care to that delicate skin. All right, so thank you. I'm having the worst time talking tonight. I don't know. It's been a very long day. I need to call it a day. So I'm glad I could close out my evening with you. Thank you for watching. Kindly subscribe and share my channel and share comments with me. I love hearing from you, and I like to respond and have conversations with you. So that's very spirit building to me. I'm not in this just for me to yap at people. I like to have the feedback and the conversation. So I will see you guys next time. I have some more makeup reviews coming up. Some things that I had gotten at the drugstore that I think are wonderful, and I didn't have time to bring them to you during the week, so I will be back on the weekend to do some more looks with those. All right, have a great night, rest well, and I will see you next time.